Hello, my name is José Velandia Del Castillo, and today I will talk you about the book I'm reading on extensive reading called The Man Who Loghts. But first, before I start, let's talk about what's about this book. It is about a boy called Gilplem. Gilplem, in one snowy night, found a little baby called Dia. Remember that I said it was a snowy night, so they need to find a place where they can pass it. In that search, they found the house of an old man called Ursus. Ursus decided to share his house with Gilplin and Dia, and in that moment generates a great relationship. After years, now as an adult, Gilplin, Dia, and Ursus are the main members of an important circus of England. Interesting, right? Well, now let's talk about the characters. I will explain you the three main characters, Dia, Gilplem, and Ursus. Now let's start with Gilplem. Okay, I don't say it, but Gilplem have a deformation in his face that appeared that he's always laughing like this. He's always in this way, he talk and he eat in this way. And also, Gilplem doesn't have parents, doesn't have a mother, either a father. Remember that I said that Gilflame found a little baby in the snowy night? Well, in that moment, Gilflame has it is an ounce position. The book never say it, but it's an ounce position. Have 10 or 8 years when Gilflame found this little baby called Dia. Talking about Dia, let's talk about his tag. Let's describe her. She is a blind girl. Let's remember that when Gilpin found her, he was just a little baby like this. She was always blind until when the history starts. Until it finished, Dia will be always blind. It's important and a little bit hard in the heart, that Dia wants to have wants to see Gilpin and Ursus, and that's a little bit sad because she will never see it. It's a little bit sad. But now let's talk about my favorite character of the history. It's called Ursus. You know what's my favorite character? Because in the first time he meet Dia and Gilplem, he accept the job to be the mom and the father at the same time. Remember that Gilplem and Dia doesn't have parents, so it's important to have a figure of a father and mother in the childhood. So Ursus accept this job. That's why he's my favorite character. Also his personality, because sometimes a little funny and sometimes he's seriously, yeah. So that personality I like it. And now let's talk about some interesting facts of the history. Let's start in his context. The context of the Man Who Loghts is the Midland England in the medieval way. Remember that the Midland England was an age of England when the different social classes was so big. The poor ones are just poor. They don't have nothing. They don't have the same opportunities as the people that are in the power, the queens, the kings, things like that, people like that. So it's in that moment England suffers a big different social classes. Also, it's important to say that always I was talking about a book, but the book is not a book; it's a comic. Also, I like the artist method that the comic have. Remember, it's a comic. I like the comic method, the artist method that given to the book. It's a little bit weird. No, it's so weird. So that caught me the attention. So weird, the way they draw the face of Gilplem like this, but so exaggerated. You can see all the parts of the mouth of Gilplem. So exaggerated, so weird. But now let's talk about my own opinion, the most honest opinion I have of the book. Okay, I will recommend it to everyone I talk about the book. I recommend to you, and you, and me, because it's an entertainment. You will have a great time seeing the weird drawings, the history, the characters. You will have a great time, so entertaining. So read it, remember, have a great history, great characters, and a weird artist method. So, goodbye.